Welcome back, dear students. Standard 9th Mathematics, Chapter 5, Introduction to Euclid's Geometry. And we are into the third session, Part 3. In previous session, yes, we learned about different parts of Euclid's geometry. Well, in last two sessions, in fact. Okay, first part, undefined terms. Second part, defined terms. And third part that we saw in part 2 was axioms and postulates. Alright, today we are going to see the fourth part of new geometry, modern geometry or new structure of geometry. Well, and that is theorem. That fourth part is theorems. Alright, but before we see theorems, we need to go through two concepts. The first one being three important phrases. Phrases, group of words which does not make complete sense on their own. Alright? Okay. The three phrases, they are very frequently used in mathematics. So let's see them. First, at least, two words. At most, two words. One and only one. It can be two and only two. It can be 10 and only 10. It can be 100 and only 100. It can be dozen and only dozen. Alright? Let's try to understand all the three. At least means minimum. Means what? Minimum. Kam se kam. Kam se kam. Alright? Not less than. Not less than. Alright? Okay? Please try to understand. Which तीनों मतलब एक ही होता है. At least. Which is most convenient for us. I think this would be best. Because here you have list and here you have not less than. Not less than. At least means not less than. If I say at least 5, matlab not less than 5. Or you can say kam se kam 5. Kam se kam 5 matlab उससे कम नहीं, वो अथवा उससे ज्यादा. Minimum 5. Minimum 5 means what? Minimum is 5. You can't have less than 5. Yes, you can have 5 or more than 5. I hope it is very clear to you. Alright, we move to the next phrase. At most. Minimum, here maximum. Kam se kam. Zyada. Okay. Zyada. ज्यादा से ज्यादा. Alright, ज्यादा से ज्यादा. And yes, not less than, here not more than. Well, here also we can choose this because M for most and M for more. L for least, L for less. M for most, M for more. At least, not less than. At most, not more than. At most 7 means maximum 7. Jyada se jyada 7. Not more than 7. These are the three meaning. This would be the best. Alright? तीनों को समझते हैं. Maximum 7. मतलब not more than 7. 7 maximum. Maximum 7. So you cannot have more than 7. Either 7 or less than 7. ज्यादा से ज्यादा 7. 7 सबसे ज्यादा 7. उसके ऊपर नहीं. मतलब 7 or less than 7. Not more than 7. 7 से ज्यादा नहीं. मतलब 7 हो सकता है या 7 से कम. Now the last one I am not going to write. I am going to explain from here only. One and only one means exactly one. I write. Okay. That word exactly one. One and only one means exactly one. And when we talk about exactly one, there is one word, unique. If it is only one and only one, then it is unique. Alright? So, one and only one, exactly one. Five and only five, exactly five. Two and only two, exactly two. Got that? So, these three important phrases are very important in the mathematics. Okay? Let's see few examples to understand. I'm going to write few sentences. In fact, now I should say statements. No sentences in mathematics. We should say statement only. Statement is a sentence which is either true or false. Okay? Fine. Any of the phrase I'll use. Observe and understand. First, there are at most 25 patients of COVID-19 in Navsari district. In Navsari district. Well, in this statement, you will find one important phrase. At most. And at most 25. Most. So more, not more than. Not more than. That means 25 se zyada nahi. So either 25 or less than 25. So what is the answer then? There are 25 or less than 25 patients of COVID-19 in Navsari district. Is that okay? I have written in brief. Second, we humans have two and only two eyes. Any phrase? Which one? Correct? Two and only two. Two and only two. Correct? That means exactly two. Not more than two. Not less than two. Exactly two. Finished. We humans have exactly two eyes. Is that clear? Is that clear? Sure? Fine. Next statement. Third. In our school, in our class, there are at least 45 students. At least 45 students. In our class, there are at least 45 students. Is there any phrase you come across in the statement? Yes. Which is the phrase? At least 45. Least means not less than. Not less than 45. Correct? So I won't be writing here the statement. I'll just dictate. In our class, there are 45 or more than 45, not less than 45 or more than 45 students. Let me write. In our class, there are 45 or more than 45. More than 45. But never less than 45. More than 45 students. So I think just one example of each phrase is enough. I'll give you plenty of such statements in your assignment. That time you write it. Give its meaning. Is that clear to you? Explain the statement. Fine. All right. Then we move on to the next concept now. And the next concept is conditional statement. Now, what do you mean by conditional statement? आप बहुत शर्त लगाते हो अपने पेरेंट्स से, and your parents also, they put many conditions before you. They might say, you ask for a smartphone, right? Android phone, and your parent might say, well, if you get 80% or 90%, then I'll buy a cell phone for you. All right? You ask for your birthday gift. Actually, birthday gifts are not to be asked, but you ask for something as your birthday gift, maybe a motorbike, and your parents may say, no, first you have to improve your discipline. Well, you have to be regular. You have to form good habit of studying every day. You make a timetable for a day and work according to that timetable. And then I will give you your motorbike. So if you observe the discipline, then I will give you your motorbike. That is the parents say. And you also quite often put conditions. No, if you give me the motorbike, then only I'll observe the discipline. Or if you give me the cell phone, then I will get 90% marks. So here these statements are if, that means condition. If Joe dot 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 to dot 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 dot, if dot 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 dot, then dot 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 dot. I'll write that in this form. If P, then Q. This type of statement is called conditional statement, in which you will have if and then. Here, P is what? If you get 90% marks. So P is get 90% marks. That is the condition. और ये परिणाम होगा Q. What is the परिणाम? What is the consequence? What is the result? You will get your smartphone. P says, what is P? Get 90% marks. What is Q? You get your smartphone. So this is the condition. P is what? P is what? Condition. And Q is what? Q is what? Consequence. Consequence. Consequence means result. यदि ये कंडीशन फुलफिल हुई तो ये परिणाम आया. परिणाम. If I have spelled it properly. परिणाम. All right? It may be the other way. God knows. Gujarati. આ condition fulfill થઈ તો આ પરિણામ આવ્યું. If P, then Q. Type of statement is called conditional statement. If P, then Q. Type of statement is known as conditional statement. All right, let's see few conditional statement. If it strikes 2, then it is 2 o'clock. Please, please. From this sentence, I am going to write two things. One is condition and other is consequence. So I am going to write condition here. This is conditional statement. If P, then this is Q. Are you getting me? So that P is condition. So what is condition here? It P. You don't have to write if. Excuse me. Okay. It strikes 2. And what is the consequence? What is the consequence? Consequence, it is 2 o'clock. It is 2 o'clock. Alright? Very easy. Next statement. If x is equal to 5, then x cube is equal to 125. Correct? If x square is equal to 5, then x cube is equal to 125. If P, then Q. P is condition, Q is consequence. So what is the condition here? Condition, x is equal to 5. And what is the consequence? Consequence, x cube is equal to 125. Understood, children? Understood? I think these are enough. I'm going to give you a lot of statements. Plenty of statements in your assignment. Okay? So what is consequence and what is condition? You have to write that. Okay? So this type of statements are called conditional statements. Alright? Chaliye. Look now. Fine, children. Let us see converse of conditional statement now. Converse of conditional statement. Very simple. If P, then Q is given conditional statement, then please pay attention. Very easy. If P, then Q, full stop. Let me put in inverted commas. If P, then Q, single inverted comma is enough. If P, then Q is given conditional statement, then in single inverted comma, if कंडीशन को कंसीक्वेंस में डालूं और कंसीक्वेंस को कंडीशन में, इफ वो ग्रीन ही रखूंगा मैं, इफ क्यू then P, full stop, is known as converse of conditional statement. Converse of conditional statement. Did you get me? So what is happening? Condition and consequence are interchanging, and when they are interchanging, the new conditional statement is called converse of original conditional statement. Got it? Let's see one question now here. Question. Write converse of following conditional statements. Let's see. First, if it rains today, then we won't play cricket. Alright? If it rains today, then we won't. So what is the converse? Let's find out. If this is condition, then this is consequent. Alright? We have to simply write the converse. Okay. So if in place of condition, I'll pick up consequence and place here. If we want to play cricket, then rains today, then it rains today. The statement may be true or false. That doesn't matter. But this is conditional statement and this one is its converse. Converse statement. Converse conditional statement. Okay? Next, second. If you work hard, then you earn sweet fruit. If you work hard, then you earn sweet fruit. What is converse of this? Converse conditional statement. If and then is there. So this is conditional statement. Now we are supposed to write converse conditional statement. If will remain as it is. But this consequence will take place of condition. If you earn sweet fruit. Let me put fruits. So fruits. Then you work hard. Then you work hard. This is converse of conditional statement. I'll just dictate orally. If x square is equal to 25, then x is equal to 5. If x square is equal to 25, then x equal to 5. This is one conditional statement. What is its converse? If x is equal to 5, then x square is equal to 25. Got it, children? Fine. Alright, fine. Observe and understand. Observe and understand. First, if we have good money, then we can buy a car. If we have good money, then we can buy a car. Let's write its converse. Converse. If as it is, then as it is. If and then will be as it is. But if ke baad, if we can buy a car, then we have good money. Now first you decide whether this statement is true or false. First the conditional statement. If we have good money, then we can buy a car. In most cases that is true. In some cases, even if we don't have money, we can buy a car by taking a loan. Okay. But I'll say this statement is true. Alright. If we can buy a car, then we can have good money. Yes. If you use that car on rent, then you can have that, or you may not even earn. We do not know exactly, but either true or false you can say. So I say this is false. This is false. Every time you are not going to get money. If you have a car, you are going to get good money? No, not every time. Okay, so I will say false. Well, the truthfulness or falsehoodness of these two sentences, statements are difficult to say. So actually these are not proper statement. Anyway, I have given the example. Okay. Second, if x is equal to 2, then x cube is equal to 8. Alright. First let us write its converse. If x cube is equal to 8, then x is equal to 2. Now think of its truthfulness. If x is equal to 2, you can't change this. X is equal to 2. वो तो है वो truth है. X equal to 2. देन एक्स क्यूब इज इक्वल टू, चलिए इसको मैं चेक करता हूं, एक्स क्यूब मतलब एक्स की 2 वैल्यू है, 2 क्यूब एंड 2 क्यूब इज 8, यस, सो दिस स्टेटमेंट इज ट्रू। ऑलराइट, दूसरा वाला, इट्स कन्वर्स, इफ एक्स क्यूब इज इक्वल टू 8, दिस टाइम एक्स क्यूब इक्वल टू 8, ये सच्चाई है। ऑलराइट, यू कैन चेंज दिस, जो कंडीशन में यू कैन चेंज, क्योंकि वो तो दिया है। देन x इक्वल टू 2, वो चेक करना पड़ेगा। चलो x क्यूब इक्वल टू 8 है, सो x इज टेकिंग क्यूब रूट ऑन बोथ साइड्स, टेकिंग क्यूब रूट ऑन बोथ साइड्स, सो क्यूब रूट गॉन, x is equal to, and cube root of 8 is 2. Yes, you are getting it. So this is true. This statement is true. Is that clear to you? So here converse was true, but conditional statement was true, but converse was false. But there is lot of doubt in these two sentences. Here definite, this statement is true, the conditional statement is true, and its converse is also true. Fine. अब देखो children, third, if it strikes 5, then it is 5 o'clock. I should use the word 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If it strikes 5, then it is 5 o'clock. Its converse, if it is 5 o'clock, then it strikes 5. Okay? Let's decide the truthfulness. It strikes 5 is condition. ये सही है, ये सच्चाई है कि 5 बार स्ट्राइक हुआ क्लॉक, तो कितना बजा? 5 o'clock. Yes, so this statement is true. Now here, converse statement. What is the condition in converse statement? It is 5 o'clock. 5 बजा, तो कितने टकोरे पड़ेंगे? 5. So it strikes 5. ये भी true है. So here also the two statements are true. Let's see one more example. Fourth one. If it strikes, if it is 1 o'clock, if it is 1 o'clock, then it strikes 1. Okay, I'll just change this. If it strikes 1, then it is 1 o'clock. Okay. Yeah, I'll use different color now. If uska converse, if it is 1 o'clock, then it strikes 1. Please, let's see the truthfulness. What is given? It strikes 1. एक टकोरा पड़ा क्लॉक में, कितना बजा होगा? Is it 1 o'clock? हो सकता है, 1:30 बजा हो सकता है, 2:30 बजा हो सकता है, 3:30, 4:30, 5:30, 6:30, 7:30, 11:30, 12:30, 1:30, anything. So if it strikes 1, every time you can't say it is 1 o'clock. So this statement is false. अभी उल्टा, it is 1 o'clock. This is truth. ये सच्चाई है, 1 बजा. Then it strikes 1. भाई 1 बजे कितने टकोरे पड़ेंगे? 1 ही पड़ेंगे, right? So this is true. Fine. Children, one statement, conditional statement is true and its converse is false. So forget about this pair of statements. Conditional statement is true, its converse is also true. Both are true. We are going to do something about this. Conditional statement is true, the converse of that conditional statement is also true. Let's observe something about this. Here, conditional statement is false and its converse statement is true. One is false, another is true. No, we want both the statements true. So forget about this also. So what we want to forget, I'll just remove. Yes, this. Children, when a conditional statement and its converse statement both are true, we have one more phrase, at least, at most, one and only one, two and only two, ऐसा कुछ देखा था. Now, if and only if, and this is used in the center. This is used in the center. Now बताइए, what is the condition here? X equal to 2. You write, start that. And after that, what is the consequence? X cube equal to 8. Correct? No need of writing if again. If and only if, center में लिखा. See please. X equal to 2 if and only if x cube is equal to 8. यहाँ दो बार if आया, so this is called biconditional statement. This is called biconditional statement. ये conditional statement है, ये भी conditional ही है, लेकिन इसका converse. ये conditional है, ये भी conditional है, लेकिन उसका converse. But यहाँ if and only if, दो बार if, so that is biconditional statement. Are you getting me, children? So x equal to 2 if and only if x cube equal to 8. उसका मतलब क्या हुआ? If this, then this. उल्टा भी कह सकते हैं. If this, then this. Is that clear? Check. Please, here also. Both the statements are true. Conditional statement and its converse. भाई इस बार मैं इसको conditional statement बोल दूं और इसका converse भी true है. Both are true. So I'm going to use if and only if. ये दोनों statement को merge कर देते हैं एक ही sentence में, making it biconditional. Conditional और conditional दोनों को merge कर दिया तो biconditional हो गया. So I put if and only if. Here, चलो इसका लेता हूं. It starting as I capital. It is 5 o'clock. If and only if it strikes 5. So you can see if and only if. So this statement is called biconditional statement. और ये biconditional statement में दो conditional statement merge किए गए हैं. What is the first one? If it is 5 o'clock, then it strikes 5. दूसरा उसका converse. If it strikes 5, then it is 5 o'clock. Is that clear to you? Sure. All right. So now we move on to the fourth part of new structure of geometry called Euclid's geometry, and that is theorem. But still, something is required before we move to theorem. If you remember, I was talking about logical reasoning. Logical reasoning. Yes, lot of logical reasoning is required when you have to prove the statement. Yes, a statement which is true, but if proof is required, then that statement is called theorem. The statements which do not require proof and are universally accepted as true, they are either called axioms or postulates. We have seen that. Okay, so how do we prove a true statement? उसको prove कैसे करते हैं? We use our logical reasoning. I'll give you few simple examples. All right. Say suppose I hear a dog barking outside. Right? I heard the sound. It was the sound of barking dog. But if I say, see, that elephant is trumpeting, you know the dog is barking. But at that time you say that elephant is trumpeting, then you are wrong. That is not your logic. If you are making fun, if you are having fun, it's okay. But barking of dog, if you call trumpeting of elephant, then it is wrong. See your logic. Okay. Next. Every morning 7:30 a milkman comes and knocks at my door. So 7:30 when I hear the knock at the door, the first thing that comes into my mind is, yeah, there is a milkman at the door. This is logic. That time I cannot think my relatives have come, my friend has come. Yeah, it may be possible some of my relative, uncle or cousin may be there at the door. But 7:30 in the morning, if there is knock at the door, I will say, yes, the milkman has come. But when I open the door, if somebody else is there, there's no problem. But my logical reasoning says that there will be a milkman. Alright? Fine, let me tell you a short story. Okay? To understand the word logical reasoning. In a village, there was an Ayurvedic doctor. Actually, वैद्य, जिसको हम वैद्य कहते हैं, जड़ी बूटी की दवा देते हैं, right? His name was Kanjibai. His name was Kanjibai. All right? Okay. Now, he was very popular in that village and in the surrounding village. So, all the people with their problems, whatever illness, sickness they had, they used to come to him for the treatment. उसके गांव के लोग, उसके आस पास के गांव के लोग, हर एक लोग अपनी बीमारियों को लेकर उसके पास इलाज के लिए आते थे. Now, one of his friend Raju Bhai, all right, was close friend of Kanji Bhai. So and he was free in the village. Many people are free, not these days in the modern world. Okay, so Raju Bhai every day he comes to Kanji Bhai's house. He sits there in the dispensary. Let me call it dispensary, a room where he observes the patients. All right. So when no patient is there, they have good chat with each other, right? Okay. And when patient is there, Raju Bhai observes very nicely whatever conversation goes on, right? The patient talks about symptoms. Kanji Bhai diagnose a disease, and then in accordance to the disease, he gives them medicine. Okay? जो बीमारी होती है उस हिसाब से वो दवाइयां देते हैं. राजू भाई हर रोज ये देखते रहते हैं. ऑलराइट. नाउ एक दिन क्या हुआ, कोई दौड़ते हुए आया और बोला, कांजी भाई प्लीज जल्दी चलिए, मेरी ग्रैंडमा बहुत बीमार है, आप नहीं आए तो वो मर जाएगी, प्लीज प्लीज कम. वही गांव में था, राइट. सो कांजी भाई ने बोला चलो देखते हैं. तो तुरंत उस लड़के के साथ चल दिए. चलते मतलब निकलते समय कांजी भाई ने राजू भाई से पूछा कि क्या आप आना चाहोगे. राजू भाई तो हर समय तैयार थे, तो वो उसके साथ चल दिए. वहां घर पे गए. वेल, दैट ओल्ड लेडी वाज हैविंग ब्रीदिंग प्रॉब्लम. शी हैड अ कफ, कोल्ड. No, don't think about COVID-19. She wasn't suffering from COVID-19. Okay. So, after hearing the symptoms, Kanji Bai gave her the medicine. Alright. She was sleeping on the bed. Alright. And after giving the medicine, Kanji Bai told that grandma, Amma, आप अब केले मत खाना. अम्मा बोली, बेटा मैं केले नहीं खाती हूं, मैं केले नहीं खाती, मैंने कभी केला नहीं खाया. कांजी भाई बोले, अम्मा झूठ मत बोलो, आपने केले खाए हैं, मुझे पता है, केला खाना बंद कर दो, ये बीमारी अच्छी हो जाएगी और साथ में ये दवाइयां लेना. ग्रैंडमा ने फिर स्वीकार कर लिया कि अब मैं केले नहीं खाऊंगी. Yes, now they went out of the house. Now Raju Bhai was very excited. How did Kanji Bhai come to know that the grandma had plantains, bananas? उसको कैसे पता चला कि grandma ने केले खाए थे? So as soon as they got out of the house, Raju Bhai asked Kanji Bhai, कांजी भाई आपको पता कैसे लगा कि नानी माँ ने या ग्रैंड माँ ने केले खाए थे? अरे राजू भाई बहुत सिंपल है, जो बेड पे वो ग्रैंड माँ सो रही थी उसके नीचे केले के छिलके थे. सिंपल, दिस इज लॉजिक. उसने खाए होंगे ऐसा प्रेडिक्शन किया. ये उसके लॉजिकल रीजनिंग से पकड़ा कि ग्रैंडमा ने केले खाए होंगे. अच्छा, story goes ahead. All right. Now, one day it happened that when Raju Bhai went to Kanji Bhai's place, he was not there. He had gone to visit a patient. All right. So he sat there. The same boy who had come earlier came running and told Raju Bhai, "Where is Kanji Bhai? Kanji Bhai कहाँ गए? मेरी ग्रैंडमा को फिर से प्रॉब्लम हो गई, वो मर जाएगी." Raju Bhai also was as good as Kanji Bhai because every day he used to sit with him, so he was like a doctor. He also became like a vet. So he had plenty of knowledge. So he said, "I'll come. Let's see." So he went. He heard the complaints of the patient, gave the medicine. वहीं से कांजी भाई से घर से ही लेके गए थे, मेडिसिन दिया और दादी माँ को बोला अच्छा हो जाएगा, आप ये खाओ, लेकिन चिपकली की पुछड़ी मत खाओ. Don't eat the tail of a lizard. Stop eating that. All right. ग्रैंडमा ने बोला मैंने नहीं खाया बेटा, मैंने नहीं खाया. आप झूठ क्यों बोलती हो? आपने खाया है. नहीं बेटा, मैंने नहीं खाया है. अच्छा ग्रैंडमा, आपको झूठ बोलना हो तो बोलो, मैं आपको ये दवाइयां दी है, वो लेना और आप अच्छी हो जाएगी. लेकिन फिर से कह रहा हूं, आप लिजर्ड का टेल मत खाना, चिपकली का पूंछ मत खाना. All right, he went away angrily, and when he reached home, well, Kanji Bhai had returned. He was very angry. तो कांजी भाई ने पूछा क्या हुआ राजू भाई? तो बोला आपका पेशेंट को मैं आज अटेंड करके आया हूं. हैप्पीली ही सेड दैट, और उसको दवाइयां भी दे दिया है. सो कांजी भाई सेड या यू नो एज गुड एज मी नाउ, सो डोंट वरी. लेकिन आई एम वेरी एंग्री दैट ग्रैंडमा टोल्ड लाइज. व्हाट हैपेंड? तो ही सेड आई सॉ अ टेल ऑफ लिजर्ड फॉलन अंडर हर बेड. And she said she didn't eat it. She didn't eat the lizard. She must have eaten lizard, and that's why she got the problem. Children, now this is not logical reasoning. उसने ऐसे लॉजिक दौड़ाया कि चिपकली की पूंछ उसके खाट के नीचे पड़ी है, इसलिए वो ग्रैंडमा ने चिपकली खाई है. Are you getting me? Are you understanding me? What is logical reasoning? Logical reasoning. अरे भाई, आप क्लास में बैठे हो, क्लासरूम में बैठे हो, आपने आपके आगे वाले बच्चे को ऐसे नाक पे उंगलियां डालते देखा, आप क्या सोचोगे? बोलो. हाँ, किसी ने नहीं, मैं नहीं बोलूंगा. All right, so that is your logic बाबा, logical reasoning. लेकिन मैथमेटिक्स में जब थ्योरम प्रूव करते हैं तो उसका लॉजिकल रीजनिंग बहुत ही अलग होता है. उसके लिए डेफिनेशंस चाहिए, उसके लिए एक्सियम्स चाहिए, पोस्टुलेट चाहिए, वो सब दिमाग में चाहिए, और जो पहले से प्रूव किया थ्योरम उसका भी नॉलेज चाहिए. Children, I can't continue today as well to do theorems. I'll do it in the next session. Till then, goodbye.